trust me, not all men go out there or step out. So if that man is not doing what he's supposed to do, it doesn't mean that he has somebody else outside. It might just be that he's dealing with issues.
I love my husband very much, and he shows me a lot of love. But after 20 years of marriage, it's hard to get intimate. Can a marriage survive without intimacy?
It can, but also it's needed, because what it does essentially is that it brings the two of you closer. On average, if a man gets married at 31, nowadays people get married much later than that. If you add 20 years to his age, I'm telling you, everything about sex in his life is fading out. Maybe that's one part the spouse doesn't understand. When a husband is 55, keep on living. He's not going to be asking for sex the way he was asking for it when he was in his 30s or 40s. But most times, that's the time the woman's libido is getting higher. So there has to be a balance so that eventually it's not so much about you, but also about your spouse. But these are things that you guys can talk about. If you are free in communicating, I don't think it's an issue that you cannot talk about. Because you see, for a woman, when a woman is married and a man is not asking for sex, most time the woman thinks that there's something wrong with her or she's not just enough. Whereas it might not be about the woman. That's why you need to talk about it and let there be a reassurance, at least for the woman to feel good and better about herself. And trust me, not all men go out there or step out. So if that man is not doing what he's supposed to do, it doesn't mean that he has somebody else outside. It might just be that he's dealing with issues. And lastly, because as men, we internalize a lot of things. Women talk a lot and they talk amongst themselves. But men, there are some things we don't talk about. Look, when a man is carrying a lot of weight in terms of expenses and things to take care of in the family, sex is not an issue. Sex is not an issue at all. It comes last because he's not feeling good about himself that he's not able to provide, because naturally God created men to be providers. He's so overwhelmed with what he's trying to sort out and deal with, and it's coming short. I'm telling you, sex is the last thing that comes to his mind.